Amrit Mahotsav.
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News, Birth of a Nation.
India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है.
In today's episode, we remember the legendary freedom fighter Ram Prasad Bismil, who was born on the 11th of June 1897 at Shahjahanpur, Uttar Pradesh. He is well known for being a part of the Mainpuri conspiracy in 1918 and the Kakori conspiracy in 1925.
वक्त आने पर बता देंगे तुझे ओ आसमां हम अभी से क्या बताएं क्या हमारे दिल में है.
Bismil was a patriotic poet and wrote in Hindi and Urdu using the pen names Ram, Agyat and Bismil. He immortalized the poems Sarfaroshi Ki Tamanna, Man Ki Leher and Swadeshi Rang as a war cry against the British Raj. Bhagat Singh praised him as a great poet-writer of Urdu and Hindi, who had also translated the books Catherine and Bolshevikon Ki Kartoot.
भेंच कर लाई है सबको कत्ल होने की उम्मीद आशिकों का आज जमघट कूचाए कातिल में है.
Bismil's friendship with fellow revolutionary Ashvaku Lahan Varsi is legendary. The two, along with Roshan Singh, were executed on the 19th of December 1927 for their revolutionary activities. Ram Prasad Bismil's last message, which he wrote on the 16th of December 1927, was published in the magazine Kirti.
The time of execution is fixed for 6:30 a.m. on the 19th of December. Nothing to worry. I shall be reborn again and again due to God's grace, and my aim will be to ensure complete freedom for the world. That nature's gifts should be equally shared by all, and no one shall rule others. Everywhere, people should have their democratic institutions. My only request to countrymen is that if they had even an iota of sorrow at our deaths, then, with whatever means, they must establish Hindu-Muslim unity. That was our last wish, and this only can be our memorial. Whatever I am saying, same is the opinion of Shri Ashfakullah Khan Varsi. My request to the youth is that, till many people get educated, don't pay attention to secret organizations. If they have the desire to serve the country, they should work openly. Just listening to empty rhetoric and imagining green pastures, they should not put their lives in trouble.
AIR News salutes the great freedom fighter.
We also remember independence activist Rudra Pratap Singh, who was arrested on the 11th of June 1941 for taking part in the Individual Satyagraha.
Rudra Pratap Singh was born in 1916 in district Narsinghpur, Madhya Pradesh. He was sentenced to 6 months imprisonment for taking part in the Individual Satyagraha under the Defence of India rules. He was imprisoned again for taking part in the Quit India movement and detained in Narsinghpur, Nagpur and Jabalpur jails between June 1943 and March 1945. He was released to avoid his custodial death, but soon after his release, he died of tortures and broken health. AIR News salutes the great martyr.
आरंभ है प्रचंड बोल मस्तकों के झुंड आज जंग की घड़ी की तुम गुहार दो.
We also remember martyr Sekunder, who took part in the First War of Independence in 1857. Sekunder took part in the resistance against the company rule and also inspired others to join hands with the independence activists. He was caught while defending against the British attacks and charged with sedition and rebellion against the British. Sekunder was sentenced to imprisonment for 10 years with labour in iron. He died in the Andaman Islands on the 11th of June 1859. We salute the great son of the soil.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.